video explains how to use the Visio templates in Next-Vis. The information I'm presenting is summarized in the sample file that is provided with Next-Vis, and you can see that at the top of my screen, Sample.vsdx. When it's time for you to create your own sample file from scratch, you will open up a new document in Visio. When you do that, on the left-hand side, you will get the standard stencils that are available in Visio. You need to open the Next-Vis templates. So under More Shapes, Open Stencil, you can now add additional stencils. Now, I have a copy of Next-Vis Beta 012 in my shapes, but you actually will want to, you probably will not have it there initially. You will need to go to the folder where you have installed Next-Vis. And you can identify that file by the VSSX suffix at the end. When you open that file up, you will now have access to the stencils. So we are now ready to drag them over into the file. So I'm now going to add in the stencils, where we will, I've added some backgrounds on where we can drag the stencils. So looking at the SES diagram in the middle of the screen, I want to put in subsegment 1, which goes from node 1 to node 2. The order is important because the arrow should be pointing in the positive direction. I will drag over another stencil for segment 2, subsegment 1. You can even just copy over a stencil if you want. Now for subsegment 5, you will want to rotate the arrow. So once again, it is aligned from the positive direction in SES. This stencil gives you information about airflow, air temperature, and wall temperature. For more simple airflow diagrams, you may just want to use airflow. And there you can just drop in the segment number 1, segment number 2, segment number 2, and once again for segment number 5, you would want to rotate it and move it over. With that, another useful template is the simulation info, which will give you the simulation name and the time when you are where you are pulling the data from. Once that is done, you want to save the template file in the same directory where you have located Next-Vis. I will call it template. You are now ready to pull SES data from the output file into the template. So you can double-click Next-Vis or open it from a command prompt. Once at the command prompt, you will say, I want to create a Visio file. You will put in the output name of the SES file. I misspelt it. And then put in the template name. It's asking for the time of the simulation. I will do -1 for the last time step available. And the information is created. The warning is that there are abbreviated prints and therefore not all information is available. But when you look into the folder now, you will find the SES output file name -500, and that is for the 500th time step. And you can see the arrows have pulled in the time step. Once again, all the information that I presented to you today is available in the sample file. You could also play around with using the layers to change the look and colors of the different elements that are on the stencil. This has been a demonstration of using the Next-Vis Stencils